in my opinion, car movies.
Definitely.
Car films. Anything about cars, where cars are the central element, the key figure. The 2001 Rennie Harlan driven movie with Sylvester Stallone really left a bad taste in my mouth.
I know you're a big fan.
And it wasn't until Ford versus Ferrari came along that I'm like, oh, somebody did it right again. Finally, there's actual story back here. The cars are the main element, but there is a lot of story there. And here, a movie about a racing series whose the entire series is named after the rule book. That's what Formula One.
Yeah, I can't argue that. Actually, that's a very good point. It's a very good point. Yeah.
What other sport can you think of that is named after its rules?
I'd never thought of it that way, but you're absolutely right. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. Yes.
Now, there's been a huge interest in The Drive to Survive, which has brought a whole new audience because of the stuff behind the scenes. And so many people are saying, I'd rather watch the behind-the-scenes drama and politics rather than the actual race. Race is cool and all, but I'd rather see the behind-the-scenes stuff. I think this touched on things that can and do happen within the F1 community, the modern F1 racing. I think this reaches other people who have a vague interest, and now I've heard of it, and I know it's racing, and what is this more than IndyCar, and I've heard of Drive to Survive, haven't seen any of that, so it reaches even more audience members, and potentially new eyeballs, new enthusiasts, and I think it was really well done. It seemed to have an easy flow to it. Of course, ad's a great actor, everybody in it seemed very natural and easy, and the use of all the current F1 drivers wasn't overdone. It wasn't suddenly like, well, we're going to write this in because we're just trying to give you a cameo. It didn't feel forced, like, F1 driver, you're good at driving, let's not give you any lines. Let's not try to make you do things that you're really not good at.
Produced by Lewis Hamilton and Toto Wolff, both of whom got a couple of lines in it, because of course they did.
And those are fun.
And there were also, Zach Brown was in it briefly, I forget his name. Fred from Ferrari was in there briefly. Gunther, who's no longer in F1, of course, he got to do cameos because everybody likes his facial expressions. So there was definitely stuff where they integrated. I'm really surprised they did such a good job of actually, because they filmed during some F1 races and some actual qualifying and stuff to get actual other cars in play. Ford versus Ferrari, among others, have done a lot of digital recreations on track. This pretty much was shot in the actual locations, which is hard to do.
They had access.
Yes, hard to do, and they did a really good job. They have kind of a one-trick camera that they do that looks right off the halo, looks down the front of the car, and then swaps to look at the